Hey guys, how's it going? Been quite a while since I've got to do a video, or actually had time to do a video. I don't want to say life gets in the way. I mean, a lot of people say that. I really don't want to, because your life is, could be your spouse or significant other, and you got kids and or grandkids, or just, work, basically, and just stuff you have to do. But it does, life in general does kind of keep you from getting back on here sometimes, and I realize that, and I know a lot of you other guys do too. But show a little stack of stuff I got. I got a package from Superworldcomics a couple weeks ago. Had a little stack of Silver Age in it, got some good stuff in it, and I'm going to show some new stuff that I've got in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'm really trying to get back into the new comics. A lot of them I'm liking, some of them not so much. I know a lot of these books, people have already showed or reviewed, but I'll just give you my thoughts on a few. Okay, here we have World's Finest number 11, and for those of you who've been following this book, it's basically the Power Girl and Huntress from the Earth 2 universe that recently popped up in the new 52, and how it's all going to tie into the main 52 universe. A little bit confusing if you don't read it from the beginning, but it's actually some pretty good stuff. So, okay, some Batman stuff. I've really been getting back into this. There's been some great writing and great art. I mean, you got Peter J. Tomasi and Grant Morrison and who else? I guess Snyder, and then you got Capullo and Chris Burnham and Pat Gleason on this book. But I guess since this Robin is dead, this book is Batman and Red Robin, number 19. And I'm sure people have already shown this, but in this book you get to see an appearance by a character, from back in the late 80s. It's Carrie Kelly, the Robin from Dark Knight Returns. She shows up in this, and it shows how she's tying into the Batman stories now. So it's a really good story, great art. And Batman number 19. Another good read. And all is not as it seems on this cover, but still a good story. And I can't show a stack without showing some ape stuff. And basically, this is a book I've already got probably 2 or 3 copies of, but this is another variant cover of Planet of the Apes Cataclysm number 6. Zeus reflection in the water, and you got some scrolls laying around. Anybody that's an Apes fan know of the Sacred Scrolls. But cool book. Get back into the Justice League stuff. I think this is another variant cover, number 2, Justice League of America. In all 3 Justice League books, this book and the Justice League title and Justice League Dark are all leading up to the Trinity War, which is basically all 3 of the Justice Leagues coming together for a big battle with each other or somebody else, I'm not sure. But looks like it's going to be a pretty cool event, so I'll stick around for it. Okay, Batman Incorporated number 9. It's part of the Requiem storyline after the death of Robin. Pretty cool book. Okay, Justice League 19. Let's say all these books are leading up to the Trinity War. But you got some great stories and art. Jeff Johns, Reyes. Of course, you got the Shazam back up, drawn by Gary Frank in the back. And somehow later on, this is all going to tie into the JLA or Justice League or whatever. But it's a pretty good backup. Okay, back to the Earth 2, number 11. The first actual appearance of Dr. Fate in the New 52. Well, in costume anyway. So, I'm a big fan of the JSA, and anything to do with the old Earth 2 characters. I guess this is the new Earth 2 characters, but anything to do with the Justice Society and all those classic icons I try to get. Okay, this was always one of my favorite titles. I've been actually buying the trades up until now, but I've kind of got into the monthly book now of Invincible. You know, more Robert Kirkman. Everybody knows what he does on The Walking Dead. I don't get the Walking Dead book. My son is a big fan of this TV show, and usually I'll get him a big stack of trades, like for his birthday, or I'm talking about my almost 27-year-old son, but I'll get him a big stack for his birthday, or for Christmas or something. And I've been reading the trades from him. So anyway, good stuff. Issue 102, really good battle issue with the Viltrumites, or however you pronounce that. Just love Ryan Ottley's art. It's really unique. Good book if you haven't picked it up. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. I've been reading about it online and in some magazines and stuff. But anything Mark Miller, or I guess Millar and Grant Morrison do with Frank Quitely on the art, I have to pick it up. Jupiter's Legacy. It's sort of a generational superhero saga. I think it's going to last 10 issues. I actually picked this up at a comic shop, and there must have been about 12 variant covers on the shelf. I was like, okay, I just want to read the story. I'm not into variant covers unless it's the apes. So, but this is really good writing and story. A lot of really cool battle scenes. But I would highly recommend this. This issue didn't really start off with a big bang. It's just kind of telling a little bit of the backstory of the characters, which actually started, I guess, in the 30s. And, it kind of flashes forward to the present. And these are like the children of the early heroes. But I'm kind of looking forward to the next issue. I'm sure it'll pick up a little bit. Okay, I got back into Spider-Man, so we got Superior Spider-Man number 7. I might have shown this one already, I'm not sure, but this is where the Avengers take note of how weird Spider-Man's been acting and all this. And here we have number 8. I'm really kind of curious to see where the storyline is going to. I'm kind of wondering what part Green Goblin is going to play in it. Okay, I've been following the Age of Ultron storyline, and I'm really liking even the crossovers are really good. A lot of the crossovers are just as good or better than the regular series, but here's some of the crossovers. This is Ultron number 1, Age of Ultron. Got the little AU to signify that's part of this crossover. I really didn't know Ultron had a son. It's how far out of touch I've been with Marvel for a while. But really good story. Okay, Wolverine and the X-Men, number 27, Age of Ultron. And these are actually separate from the regular numbering in the titles. So there'll be like a Wolverine the X-Men 27, but this will be the number 27 AU version for the Age of Ultron. Really cool cover on this one. And Avengers Assemble number 14, another AU issue. Shows what happened with Black Widow and Moon Knight, for those of you who've been following that story. And Superior Spider-Man number 6, AU, another crossover. And here's some of the actual title, Age of Ultron, Book 3. Bendis and Hitch. 4. I think Brian Hitch is doing the art on like the first 5 issues maybe. And I think a couple other artists are going to finish it up. It's like a 10-issue run. But here's book 5. Really cool cover here. And issue 6. I guess the first 5 issues that Hitch. I guess this were Carlos Pacheco and Brandon Peterson finishing up the art on this series. Really awesome cover on this one. Okay, got a little stack of Silver Age stuff got a couple weeks ago. A couple of these first 3 books I've already got, but it was kind of a 3-part story, and I always wanted all 3 issues. Just I love the covers. It's classic silly age or silly Silver Age stuff. But here's Action Comics 385. The Immortal Superman. He's 1 million years in the future and he can't die. Great Murphy Anderson cover. Second part of this story, 386. He's in a home for old superheroes now. More Murphy Anderson. The only thing wrong with this book is somebody, I guess years ago, it stuck like a 19-cent sticker on it. I guess they were selling it in a yard sale or a flea market or something. But other than that, it's really good shape. Probably would be like fine, very fine if it wasn't for that. It's just, another reason I want to get these books is you notice at the top you got "and the Legion of Superheroes." The Legion had a feature that ran in Action Comics from issue 377 to 392, and I'm trying to complete my old runs of the Legion stories, and so those 16 books, I've pretty much got all of them at maybe 4 or 5 now. So that's another reason I was kind of glad to get this run, because you got the Legion feature in the back. And the end of this story, this was always one of my favorite Superman covers, Action 387. He goes from not being able to die to even a Superman dies. More Murphy Anderson. And he's going to turn to dust. And you got the Legion feature in the back, as I said. I was kind of wondering, and you find out, spoiler alert, that the one behind all this, where Superman's in the future and aging, is actually the Time Trapper, which is a Legion of Superhero villain, one of their main ones. So, pretty cool little story. Okay, here's another one I've been wanting for a while, to go with the number 55. I got it at the con about a month ago. Showcase 56. You have Dr. Fate and Hourman versus the Psycho Pirate. Got Murphy Anderson art and cover. It's actually in pretty good shape. I bought these at for half off a guide from Superworldcomics. And they have some pretty good sales sometimes. Okay, here's a cool book. Fantastic Four 102. Last Jack Kirby issue, so I guess you kind of call it a key issue. Really cool Submariner cover. Guest starring Magneto. I think this was actually the last book he did. Well, one of the last books he did before he quit Marvel and went to DC in 1970. So, I'm going to call it a key issue anyway. Okay, here we got Captain Marvel, number 11. Trying to complete my run on this. I got a good deal on it. It's probably in VG fine or fine condition. I think this is actually Barry Windsor Smith and Herb Trimpe, I guess you see on the cover. Kind of looks like a Steranko cover in a way. Cool book. And the last one I got is Amazing Spider-Man 124. I know a lot of you got this one. I'd wanted a copy for a while. First appearance of Man-Wolf. The only thing wrong with this one, I guess you could call it a subscription crease, either that or somebody had it folded over, but it's really just like a little bump going all the way down, like if somebody had it folded over, but there's actually no color break, so it's really not all that bad shape. But I got a really good price on it, so I'm happy. Really cool cover. Okay guys, that's all I got for now. Appreciate you watching. I've been trying to get caught up. I've been watching videos and doing some comments, but all comments, any questions are more than welcome. Really missed being on here and getting to see what's going on in the comic community, but I'm back in full force. So you guys have a great week, and onward and upward.